Good morning, my dear students. Today we're going to have another virtual class for GE6114. This is Mathematics in Modern World, and today we're going to discuss your week 9, which is all about linear regression and correlation. Today is October 25. Our schedule is 10:40 to 12:10 p.m. So what is correlation? A technique used to measure the likelihood of two behaviors relating to each other. According to Guilford, a coefficient of correlation is a single number that tells us to what extent two things are related, to what extent variation in one go with variations in another. So we have your D types of correlation. The scatter plot explains the correlation between the two attributes or variables. It represents how closely the two variables are connected. There can be three such situations to say the relation between two variables. Sabi dito, the first one, you have your D, positive correlation. When the value of one variable increases with respect to another. Ibig sabihin, directly proportional po siya. Okay? So, halimbawa ngayon, papalapit na po yung Pasko, dumadami yung mga binebentang laruan para sa mga bata. So, that law of supply and demand is directly proportional. Ang tawag doon is positive correlation. The second one is negative correlation. When the value of one variable decreases with respect to another. So that is negative correlation. So inversely proportional naman ito, no? So halimbawa tulad ngayon, marami yung nag-aaning mga farmers, no? Marami yung supply, pero pag binenta po nila is maliit yung umababa yung presyo. So that is negative correlation. The next, we have no correlation. When there is no linear dependence or no relation between two variables. So, ibig sabihin, there's no specific uh, approximation that you can tell to the two variable, no? Or relation between the two variables pa natin. So, either pataas, pababa, there's no exact definition, no? We cannot define. Kaya tawag nila dito, no correlation. Di tulad sa positive correlation that is directly proportional. Habang tumataas yung isa, tumataas din po yung isa. Pero sa negative correlation, inversely proportional. Habang tumataas yung isa, lumilit yung isa. So they have their negative correlation. Pag no correlation, scattered po siya. Okay? So we have now our figure, no? For the first one, you have the strong positive correlation. So how are we going to have that one, no? If you done will read already with your analytic geometry, meron tayong tinatawag na positive slope at saka negative slope. And also, we have also what we call the linear equation. Okay? Pag linear equation siya, we have the equation of the line, we have the first degree. So tulad po dito, in our first figure, meron tayong tinatawag na strong positive correlation. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pataas po siya, no? Between the two variables, makadikit po sila. Okay? So, they have this strong positive correlation. Dito, weak positive relation. Ibig sabihin, okay, pakalat-kalat. So, yung ano nila is malayo, no? Sila sa bawat isa, yung dalawang variable po natin. Halimbawa, x and y, we cannot go directly their proportion, no? Kaya tinawag nilang weak positive correlation. So, next, we have the strong negative correlation. Okay? Pag ganun po siya, no? Ibig sabihin, going downward, no? Yung isa tumataas, pero yung isa bumababa. Kaya strong negative correlation. The same with this one, we have negative correlation. Dahil there's no specific, no? Okay? Parang hindi sila magkalayo. They don't lie in one plane, no? Dito lang dito, tama po sila lahat, magkadikit, no? Directly proportional. Same with this one, no? Pero dito, saka dito, yung weak natin, hindi sila magkadikit. magkalayo. So next, we have the moderate negative correlation. Ibig sabihin, yung difference po nila is malapit lang sila bawat isa. No? Tulad dito, magkadikit lang po sila. No correlation, we cannot form any slope. No? Scattered siya. No? So there's no correlation between two variable. So we have now the person correlation. In statistics, the person correlation coefficient also referred to as person R. So ito na yung ano natin, no? So we're already done with the last week, mode, the mean, median, and mode, no? So it's a part of these statistics, no? Tulad din dito, meron din tayong statistical tool. We call this one person correlation. In statistics, the person correlation coefficient also referred to as person R. Ito yung ano niya, no? Shortcut niya na term, no? Person R. The person product moment correlation coefficient or the bivariate correlation is statistics that measure linear correlation between two variables x and y. It has a value from +1 to -1. Okay? So this is now our formula. R is equal to the summation of the quantity xi minus x bar. So take note of our symbol. Okay? Meron tayong x bar saka y bar, no? By this time, we have only two variables, x and y. And then, meron tayong x bar, which represents your mean. Pag extend po siya, ganun po yung sa taas niya, no? Pag mode po naman siya, yan ay x hat. So what we have here is the mean, no? Also multiplied by yi minus y bar divided by the summation of xi minus x bar squared multiplied by the summation of yi minus y bar squared. Okay? So that's your person correlation coefficient. Xi, the value is the x variable in a sample. Yung xi po natin. Depende kung ilan po sila, no? X bar, the mean of the values for the x variable. Ito yung mean yan, no? Arithmetic mean. Yi, the values of the y variable in a sample. Y bar, the mean of the values of the y variable. Okay? So we have now the size of correlation. Ito yun, no? How we're going to interpret the results because with this table, no? If your percent correlation is 0.90 to 1 or 90% to 100, you have the, pag positive po siya, very high positive correlation, which means they are directly proportional. Pero pag lumabas is negative 90, 0.90 to 1.0, that is very high negative correlation. Okay? From 70 to 90, high positive. Pag negative po naman siya, negative 70 to 90, high negative correlation. 50 to 70, moderate positive correlation. Negative 50 to negative 70, moderate negative correlation. 30 to 50, low positive, negative, low negative. When 0 to 30, negligible correlation or no correlation at all. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pag ito yung mga answers natin, above 50, then we have a positive response. Okay? So, pag low positive naman siya, then there's a need for us to recommend what actions to be done para itong dalawang variable na ito ay magkakaroon ng correlation. Okay? So, take note of this table po siya. Ito yung magiging reference po natin kung ano yung nasolve po natin na value po dito. Okay? The person product moment correlation coefficient or person correlation coefficient for short, it is a measure of the strength of a linear association between two variables and is denoted by R. Basically, a person product moment correlation attempts to draw a line of best fit through the data of the two variables. And the person correlation coefficient R indicates how far all these data points are to this line of best fit. How will the data points fit this new model or line of the best fit, no? So this is now our example. find the value of the correlation coefficient from the valuing table. So we have your 6 populations, no? Okay? So we're going to create our data. So magkukuha tayo ng random sample out of our total population. Ang kinuha lang po natin is 6 lang po sila. And then they have their X represents your age, no? So individual age po nila, yung mga 6 persons po dito. 43, 21, 25, 42, 57, 59. And then, there's the data, the glucose level for each person. Pag age 43, ito yung level po niya. Pag 21, 65, 25, 79, 42, 75, 57, 87, 59, 81. So dito, you are going to check if they have positive correlation. So ano ibig sabihin ng positive correlation or negative correlation na discuss muna natin? Or ano yung i-check po natin with these two variable? Okay? So yung two variable na ito, we are going to check na habang tumatanda po ba ang isang tao ay tumataas po ba ang glucose level nila. Yun po yun. Okay? So i-check po natin. So for us, no? Without data, pwede nating masabing totoo, no? Kasi habang tumatanda yung mga tao, nagkakaroon na yung mga diabetes po sila, di ba? Dito ulit yung mga bata, parang meron din siya, pero minimal lang po. So we can go straight na yung conclusion natin, parang ganun po siya. Pero, mas maganda siguro, we have a data that will prove. Kaya ito po yung ginawa po natin. We are going to use a statistical tool. We call that person correlation. I-check po ba natin habang tumatanda yung isang tao is tumataas po yung glucose level po nila. And then, kung ano yung result, i-base po natin dito. Okay? So, we have our solution. Gagawin po natin, we're going to have this formula. Ito yung formula ang gagamitin po natin. So, this one represents your X, this one represents your Y. At the same time, this is your XI. Yung XI po natin, from 1 to 6, same with your YI from 1 to 6, no? So how are we going to do this one? So mostly, in solving statistics, okay lang na gamitin yung Excel. Mas mabilis po siya, no? Kaysa calculator, no? So gagawin lang po natin, i-input po natin yung mga data na ito, and then we're going to have your column 1, column 2, and then magdadagdag po tayo para magkaroon tayo ng value ng X mean, Y bar, at saka ito. Okay? So this is our solution. First, make a chart, use the given data, and add 3 more columns which represents your X multiplied by Y, X squared, and Y squared. Kasi gagamitin po natin ito, no? Ito po siya, no? Okay? Yun po siya. Okay? So we have XY, multiply natin itong dalawa. 43 by 99, ito yung answer. Okay? Kumbaga sa this your column 1, column 2, column 3. So gagawin po natin in your Excel, column 1, kung ano yung row po yun. Halimbawa, R1, column R1, multiply by, tapos anong column ito? Halimbawa, R1, tapos ito A. A1, R1, multiply by B, multiply by R1. Yun po siya, no? Sa Excel. Pagkabisado nyo po siya, no? Multiply nyo itong dalawa, lumabas ng isa, then pwede siyang i-drop down lahat yan pag sa Excel. Okay? 21 by 65, 1365, 25 by 75, 1975. So, yun po siya. You're going to multiply your column 2, multiply by column 3. Ito yan. The next thing we are going to do, kukunin natin yung X squared sa Y squared. Kung ano yung value nito, A squared natin, value nito, Y squared. That's our step 3. Take the square of the number in the X column and put the result in the X squared column. 43 squared, 1849. 21, 441. 25, 625. 42, 1764. 57, 3249. 59, 3481. Okay? Next, the same with your Y squared. Ito na siya. 99 squared is 9801. 65 squared is 4225. 79, 6241. 75, 5625, 87, 7569, 81, 6561. Pag kabisado po ng Excel, madali lang po ito, no? Sa Excel po natin gagawin. Kung kabisado po dyan, no? Okay? So, okay na yung column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 natin. Filled up na po siya. Then after that, add up all of the numbers in the column and put the result at the bottom of the column. The Greek letter summation is a short way of saying sum of. So, gagawin po natin, pag Excel po tayo, right-click po siya, tapos i-add po natin, lalabas po dito. Okay? Yung total po nito, summation of x, 247, summation of y, 486, summation of xy, 2485, summation of x squared, 11409, summation of y squared is 40,022, no? Para magamit po natin yung formula po dito. Ito siya, no? Okay? So, okay na tayo. Meron tayong total. Next, use the following equation. Okay? Summation of x is 247. Summation of y is 487. Summation of xy is 2485. Okay? Parang kinuha na natin yung summary nito, no? Yung formula dito, no? xi minus x bar, no? Okay? Tapos i-multiply na siya. Yung difference po nila, tapos naka-multiply na dito, no? So, ito na yung formula po natin. xy minus summation of x, summation of y. Okay? Summation of xy is 2485. Ito. Tapos, summation of x is 247. Summation of y is 486. Ito siya. Okay? Then, summation of n. Okay? N is 6, no? Our sample size in our case is equal to 6. Okay? So, the correlation coefficient is equal to 6 times 20, no? Summation of xy, ito, no? 20 siya, no? Then, 247 times 486. 6 times 2485 minus 247 times 486 divided by the square root of 6 ulit. Summation of x squared is 11409 minus 247 squared. Multiply by n ulit, 6 multiply summation of y squared is 40.40222 minus 486 and then squared. Okay? So by using your calcu, the answer is 0.5298. Okay? So the answer, R is equal to 2868 divided by 4413.27 is equal to 0.529809. The range of the correlation coefficient is from -1 to 1. Our result is 0.5298 or 52.98%, which is positive, no? Which means the variables have a moderate positive correlation. So pag titignan po natin, 52.98, nandito po tayo sa table na ito. From 50 to 70%, our answer is moderate positive correlation. So ibig sabihin nun, with this data na meron po tayo ngayon, yung age po nila at saka yung glucose level nila is moderate correlation lang po siya. Okay? Kasi pag titignan po natin, bakit moderate correlation po siya? Dahil yung age gap nila, our lowest age is 21. Tapos yung pinakamatanda natin is 49. So with their glucose level, nagkakaroon lang sila ng moderate correlation. Pero kung sakaling, that is our answer, no? Based on our data, no? Kung sakaling magpapalit po tayo siguro ng age po nito, halimbawa 85, 99, 75, okay? Then, yung glucose level nila is mas mataas. With that, magkakaroon tayo ng high positive correlation. Okay? Although, nakita po rin natin na with that results, moderate correlation, na habang tumatanda yung isang tao, there is a correlation na tumataas din po yung glucose level nila. So that is our conclusion. Hindi siya bumababa. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, positive correlation po siya. It is directly proportional. Habang tumataas yung tao, tumataas din po yung glucose level nila. Okay? Siguro may mga factors to be considered. What's the reason behind kung ikaw ay statistician, meron kang tinatawag na conclusion. Okay? So what are your conclusion? Okay? So i-accept natin yung ano natin na there's a positive correlation. Siguro, pwede natin sabihin dahil sa pagkain. Or pangalawa, dahil habang tumatanda yung isang tao is walang exercise. Okay? Kasi pag titingnan natin yung 25, 21 years old, 65 lang siya. Yung 43, 99, tapos 59, 81. Okay? So those are the factors. Pwede natin mag-conclude na gano'n. Na walang exercise habang tumatanda or dahil sa pagkain, maraming nag-ano ng mga sweetened fruits sa mga matatanda, parang ganoon po siya, no? Or habang tumatanda, konti lang yung intake ng water po nila. So that is our factors. Paano nagkakaroon ng moderate correlation. Okay? Kung ito steady lang sila, no, walang halimbawa, normal lang po siya, okay lang yun. Pwede natin sabihin na pag ito yung sagot po natin, 30 to 50, we have low positive correlation. Ibig sabihin, if our answer is below 50, okay, low positive correlation na habang tumatanda yung tao, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na tumataas yung glucose level nila. But based on the result, more than 50, there's a moderate correlation. Okay? Kaya meron silang tinatawag na correlation dito, yung degree nito. Kaya pag dito na yung degree niya, high positive na siya. Parang ganun po siya. Na kahit anong gawin natin, habang tumatanda, lahat is confirmed 100% na. Parang ganun po. Okay? So that is person correlation. Pwede niyo pong magamit ito sa may ibang variables po natin. Okay? So you can have your example, no? Habang tumataba po o bumibigat yung isang tao, is tumataas po ba yung blood pressure? Pwede yun, no? That is another example ng mga variables po natin. Between the weight and the blood pressure. Pwede yung gamitin po yan. That is, a statistical treatment na pwedeng gamitin is person correlation. Another example, yung pwede natin gamitin, person correlation is habang tumatangkad ba yung tao, okay, humahaba din po yung kamay po niya. Pwede yung ganon, no? That is person correlation. Although we already discussed about Fibonacci, no? Pwede natin gamitin yon. Na habang tumatangkad yung tao is humahaba din yung kamay po niya. Okay? So, those are the common variables na pwedeng gamitan ng person correlation. Okay? Next, we have the simple linear regression. So, anong difference ng correlation sa regression? Okay? Sabi dito, what is simple linear regression? Simple linear regression analysis is a technique that is used to model the dependency of one dependent variable upon one independent variable. This relation between these two variables is explained by an equation. Okay? So, ito yung ano na ngayon, no? Yung variable na ito, they can explain by equation. Regression and correlation are actually fundamentally the same statistical procedure. The difference is essentially in what your purpose is what you're trying to find out. In correlation, we are generally looking at the strength of a relationship between two variables x and y. So tulad po yung ginawa natin kanina. So gaano kalakas yung relationship ng age at saka yung glucose level. Where in regression, we are specifically concerned with how well we can predict y from x. So yun po yung purpose natin. Okay? Prediction naman tayo, no? For regression, we are specifically concerned with how well we can predict y from X. Kumbaga, doon sa unang correlation natin, nagkaroon sila ng moderate correlation, no? Yung 55 point something. Sa regression naman, habang tumatanda yung tao, ilan yung glucose level na tumataas sa kanya. That is regression. Parang ganun, ha? Yun ang concept ng linear regression. Kanina, doon sa correlation, para alam nyo yung difference nila, is gaano ka-moderate yung difference yung dalawa. Okay? Habang tumatanda, tumataas yung glucose level. Sa regression naman, habang tumatanda, dahil meron na tayong ano na 55 point something, pag tumanda siya ng isang taon, ilan ba yung percent increase nung glucose level nila? Parang ganun po siya. Okay? So, only one independent variable is x. Relationship between y and x is described by a linear function. So, take note, we have a linear function. Changes in y are assumed to be caused by changes in x. Okay? So, example, the use of regression in education research include the defining and identifying underachievement or specific learning difficulties. For example, by determining whether a pupil's reading attainment in terms of y is at the level that would be predicted from IQ test, which is x. Another example would be screening tests, perhaps to identify children at risk of later educational failure so that they may receive additional support or be involved in early intervention schemes. In regression, it is convenient to define X as the explanatory or predictor independent variable and Y as the outcome or dependent variable. We are concerned with determining how well X can predict Y. It is important to know which variable is the outcome, that is Y, and which is the explanatory variable, X.